Welcome back to Loose Toss, the comedy podcast with the most sauce.
Drip, drip.
I'm Willie Griswold, joined by Collin Unger. Today we have a very special episode for you guys.
Hello, everyone. We talk about food, fat guy shit, Hell's Kitchen with our guest, Tad Walters.
Yeah, Tad Walters. He hosts Sauteed Stand-Up. It's a show in Chicago at the Lincoln Lodge. We're doing it this Sunday. That'll be Sunday the 3rd. Is that right, Collin? Is it the 3rd?
It is, and we're defending our throne. We didn't win the competition. We weren't invited, but we won the one show we did.
Yeah, we won the one show. We're 1-0. We didn't get invited to the Tournament of Champions, I guess it's called. But that's okay. Sometimes the best aren't invited. Sometimes there's political stuff going on.
Everyone has their own journey.
Everyone has their own journey. It's exactly right, Collin. And I'm proud of you for looking at it this way, because initially, a lot of bomb threats.
No, this is still coming. If we lose, I'm blowing that bitch up. Shit. You better hope we go 2-0. Everyone planning on coming to Sauteed.
God damn it. I hate that we've already given a date and a location. So legally, per the FBI, that was a proper bomb threat. We got
never mind.
all the
Never
boxes.
mind.
Yeah,
we're gonna be at Laugh Factory.
No, don't do that. Don't try to throw him off our trail. You fucking weirdo.
Nice. Good luck catching me, coppers.
Yeah, but let's get to it. After this, you're gonna hear from me and Collin, just kind of talking food. Then after that, we talk to Tad. Tad's really funny. We talk about quad ball in this. That's quidditch. Tad started playing it in college. I think he'll talk to you about that.
Gordon Ramsay hates him for it.
Gordon Ramsay hated it. Tad was the first person kicked off the last season of Hell's Kitchen.
He was the first person.
He was
Damn, I thought he was
uno.
number 2. Well, if you're not first, you're last. But in this situation, you're last.
It was brutal, dude. And I remember
that was good.
In the interview, we're talking to Tad, and he's just like, yeah, and then like Gordon said whatever he said, and they kicked me off. And I was like, not Gordon said what he said. Gordon said, you believe two things to be true. One, that Quidditch was a real sport. And two, that you were a real chef.
Is that what he actually
and neither
said?
of those are true. Oh, yeah. I'll never fucking forget that. I'll never fucking forget that line.
You're just quoting Gordon Ramsay firing people all day.
I didn't do it to his face.
Man.
But yeah, I do know it. I do know it, Tad. But yeah, you guys, enjoy... this episode of Loose Toss with Willie Griswold and Collin Unger and our friend Tad Walters.
Drip, drip.
I had one more thing to say. You know what I'm getting back into? Cereal at the crib.
Dog, I fucking love cereal.
I got Honey Nut Cheerios. I got some milk.
Good for your heart.
I got the lactose-free milk because it makes me fart too much if I'm drinking regular milk.
Okay, gross. But I fucking love cereal. Like, top 3 right now.
Go ahead.
No specific order. Cocoa Puffs. Boom. Fuck, I'm panicking immediately. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. There's so many amazing choices. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And if we're talking about elevating shit,
yeah.
One time I had Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and it was like a special edition. They did like a French toast version of it, and they're just thicker. You know I love that thick shit, dude. You know I love that thick shit.
Is that 2?
That's 2. So let's go for 3. Oof.
Here we go. I'll give you my elevated while you think. Look at me while I think.
I'm about to pass out.
I know, dude. You got to look at me. You got to take a couple breaths.
Go.
The thing that I like to do, I like to take Honey Nut Cheerios, and then I take a banana, and I kind of just edge it with the spoon, and I get little chunks of banana in there.
I love bananas in my cereal, and I love edging.
Okay. This is. Did you
grapes?
think?
Green grapes and Cheerios?
No.
Great. Dog.
That's weird. I don't want a grape next to milk. Ugh.
I'm telling you, the milk slides right off that silky shit.
What the fuck?
You get no milk in the grape.
Oh my God, this is so goddamn weird.
I know, I'm telling you, it's amazing.
Do you have a third thing?
I think I'm gonna go and say, if I'm getting real unhealthy here, I do like Captain Crunch.
All right.
Crunch ties me.
That's great.
And I came with that game as a kid. Did you ever play that?
What game?
You like a CD you put into fucking the computer, and it was just like the worst game ever. You just hit up to jump, and you like. I felt like that was like a huge thing for every kid that ate cereal.
No, I never played the Captain Crunch video game.
I beat it 400 times at least.
Okay. I'm really proud of you for beating the Captain Crunch video game.
So I got a question. Here's
You got food questions.
Yeah, bang bang. We didn't make the terms from the show Louie.
Which
we
is your
get one meal and then immediately get another one.
Yeah, Collin got into the show Louie right around 2017. he got incredibly into the TV show.
I'm like, let's hear
Louis.
both sides. And then I just watched a TV show. But
Wait, did you actually get into it in 2017?
No. I was obsessed with Louis before the show before I even got into it. I loved
too.
that show before even
Me too, buddy. Oh, the jerk off episode. Which I mean, ironically, yeah. I mean, I didn't even
Right, what you know.
I wasn't even trying to say it like that. But the bang bang, the double meal, eating one meal and then immediately getting another meal.
Do you have a memory of your favorite bang bang of all time, or what? Like, if you had to bang bang right now and you wanted to and you're looking forward to it, what would that be?
Okay, so favorite bang bang of all time technically isn't a bang bang, but me and you got chicken wings, and then afterwards did we get milkshakes or French fries and milkshakes? Because if we got an appetizer,
are you talking about the time we went to the place nearby, or when we went to Culver's?
When we went to Edzo's.
Ran by children who were mean.
Wait, what do you mean we ran by children that were mean?
Wasn't that after we got wings one time? We stopped at Culver's. And then we got cheese. That was a bang bang because we got cheese curds, fries, and then milkshakes. And I panicked and got mint, and I was like, "This is terrible."
That was you fucking idiot,
dude.
Who gets mint?
That 17-year-old girl was staring through me, and I'm like, "She's like, anything else?" I'm like, "But mint." And then immediately you're like, "Why'd you get it?" I was like, "I panicked."
Dude, it's so funny that you're at this point in your life where like there's certain comedy bookers that hold power over you. You know, your boss at work holds power over you.
And I will just be like, go fuck yourself. And some little 17-year-old girl with red hair and a bad attitude at the cash register just fucking makes me crumble.
There was no one behind us in line.
Dude.
You could have taken your time.
Because there was a posse of other 17-year-old girls behind her giggling, and I'm like, they're giggling at me. I'm like, they heard me say mint, and they think I'm a fucking idiot.
The last thing I need right now is a teenager making fun of me.
I wouldn't, but I wouldn't say that. I would say that's a bang bang because we got food.
We did get
a milkshake.
food.
If it's just a sweet treat after, that's just dessert.
Okay, so I think like a bang bang that I would love to do. Dude, I'm a big fat guy. I haven't bang banged that many times in my life. It's not a thing that I've really sought out. I've done like a double delivery day.
I've done a double delivery. The last time I think I genuinely did a bang bang was I was at Whole Foods on Ashland, and I got their fucking like 3 slices of pizza. And then I sent a photo, and you're like, "Fuck you, I'm going to Buff Joe's." I'm like, "Fuck you, I'm coming." I'm like, "I'm only getting a single order though," and then I got in there and smelled it. I'm like, "God, I'm gonna hate myself."
And just like that, they pulled me back in.
That was
just like that. They pulled
that
me
one
back
was hard. That was hard. I used to do this where I bet. This is I would consider this a bang bang. I would do.
Go ahead.
I would order like DoorDash.
Yeah.
And then order like GoPuff. And I would get like cereal, sweet treats, and like chips.
Oh yeah,
that's a whole meal in itself.
You know what I did last? I've got a big. You're gonna maybe yell at me for this one.
It's gonna be disgusting.
I did an at-home bang bang. Where I went upstairs. I know
this is gonna be disgusting.
I got a glass. I don't have real glasses, so I got a red Solo cup and I filled it with Honey Nut Cheerios. Then I walked to the garage and I got milk. And then I just made myself a little like cup of Honey Nut
nothing
Cheerios.
wrong with. All right, we're fine.
You just buckle up, buddy. Then I went upstairs and then I put down a tortilla and then I made a peanut butter and jelly inside a tortilla and I crushed up the Girl Scout cookies that I got from those little girls when I was in Indy. I crushed
the ones that I had I tried. Okay, so it was like I'm still kind of on board, but I know there's gonna be a turn.
Oh no, not that big of a turn. I was maybe dipping the tortija.
I've seen you do much worse.
So that was really good. And then later,
the tortilla and the milk is gross.
It is gross. But then I went downstairs, and then I was downstairs for like 5 minutes, and it was like, I'm not hungry. And I was just like sitting there. I didn't want to start a movie, and I didn't want to start a video game. I didn't want to lay down because I knew that I was just like fucking hungry. But I was like, dude, you just ate. You're fine. Drink some water, digest. And it's one of those things where I sat down for like 5 minutes scrolling on my phone, and then just out of the blue, I aggressively like stood up like, I'm making another sandwich. I'm gonna go upstairs.
I've done that a bunch.
Dude, I made a little quesadilla with freshly grated cheese. Because we're doing this cooking show with Tad. That's what we're talking about today in the episode. Mm-hmm. And my older brother was like, you should do freshly grated cheese to elevate the snack wrap. And I was like, that's a good idea. So I was up at fucking 1 a.m. just high out of my goddamn gourd.
Making quesadillas?
Grating cheese. Yeah, and then I made another little honey Honey Nut Cheerio cup of milk. Oh, so good.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that in my opinion. That's just cooking.
It was just cooking, but the fact that it was at midnight and I'd already had dinner. It wasn't a thing of like I haven't eaten all day. It's like I had Chipotle and I got falafel on the way home.
I ate pretty late. Like I ate at like 10 o'clock last night.
You got a real fucking frog in your throat today, pal.
Yeah, I'm place I'm housing that has a cat that I'm allergic to, and now I'm just fucking dying.
You're making it everybody else's problem. Ew. God, why did you save that like that?
I had to let it out.
Okay.
I gotta be free.
I gotta tell you, dude, I feel like we were just starting to get some fucking momentum. I feel like...
Well, you're coming at me and taking the goddamn cat's side. You won't let me sleep. I started barking at this motherfucker one day.
I'm not taking the cat's side.
Because he's meowing at the door and he doesn't listen to me, so I tried to scare him away by barking at him, and it's just kept meowing.
It's such a glaring insecurity of yours that you think I'm taking a cat's side. And you have allergies.
Was your family's cooking good growing up?
My dad only ever cooked spaghetti with red sauce with meat and then steak. And then my mom...
That sounds fucking sick to me.
Dude, so good.
I love that.
And then but like, the thing, it was like literally like every single night of the week. And the only veggie that he would cook was mushrooms, and I hated mushrooms. So I didn't have vegetables.
Yeah.
Most of middle school, I didn't have vegetables.
You're just going insane.
I was eating a lot of red sauce. And then my mom cooks this great thing called chicken for two, which is like chicken with this bread that's like soggy with like olive oil. It's like fucking delicious. That's like her main thing. Really good pancakes, really good like omelets in the morning, really good breakfast. Everybody in my family can nail breakfast. Older brother, older sister, both great cooks. I'm very good at cooking burgers. That's where I go to. That's where I stop my
So
culinary.
your kids are just going to be eating burgers every day instead of steaks.
If there's a God in heaven, they'll be eating burgers every single day.
I didn't want you guys to grow up like me. All I had was steak and pasta with meat in it.
I told you
Breakfast was tight, though.
I told you about steak month, right? Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Steak month was the best. Me and my dad ate steak every day for a month, and then at the end of the month, he went to the doctor, and his cholesterol was through the roof. He almost died because of a fun little hobby we were doing.
Honestly, I do love that.
It was great.
I
dude.
could have steak every day. My like birthday meals when my mom would be like, "All right, it's your birthday. Like, what do you want me to cook?" Same thing, like 5 years in a row. I'm like, steak, pizza, and hot wings.
All three.
All three. I went death row on that motherfucker.
Going death row on that motherfucker.
I went death row, and I had a problem as a kid that I could not stop, and I would eat until I was on the ground, like wanting to puke when it was food that I loved that much.
Buddy, you still have that same exact problem. You absolutely have a binge eating. We both have a fucking binge
I mean, I
eating
love it. I love food.
You know
Food is the best. I eat until I'm uncomfortable.
Last weekend, we both had kind of bad weekends. I went through my own thing. You went through your
And
own
that's
thing.
why we were like, we got to get Buff Joe's. It's good for the soul.
Literally on the drive up, I was like, I guarantee you, Colin sad ass is going to want to get chicken wings.
Yeah.
Like, I knew.
Dude, it is. And I said, I was like, I need to build a better relationship with Buff Joe's. I don't like going there when I'm sad because then I'll feel good while I'm eating it. I'm like, I'm never coming down. And then once the food starts digesting and I have to shit, I'm like, I hope this is the last one I ever take. I want to go out like Elvis.
I love how that whole thing, if you replaced Buff Joe's with drinking, it would have made more sense. You were just like, I've got a really unhealthy relationship with Buff Joe's.
I mean, an unhealthy relationship with food is absolutely... I've had that. Like, just sad eating and just eating junk food and stuff.
People talk about sad eating like it's sad eating rules. It's
I'm not saying
so
I don't like
fun.
it, but if you do it too much...
Oh my God, just lock me away with some ranch and some hot sauce. I'll figure something out. You know what I'm
That
talking
is
about?
disgusting.
I'll mix it up, drink little shots. We'll get fucking loco.
They open it, there's a bunch of... You're just writing in Latin on the wall. You went insane in ranch.
I've just turned into this nonverbal creature that makes screeches. And you have to give me ranch.
They give you a wing and you come back to normal. That's so fucking weird.
That was weird. That was pretty good voices I just did. That was a weird bit.
The hissing one was pretty fun, but I don't like the second one.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we should
trying
just
to
kill it where it stands. That animal, that monster. If I walked in that room, I'd be like, shoot it. We can't save him. Shoot it. It's only been a couple of hours, but he's gone.
He's a fucking goner. We're all goners.
Oh, here's a good question. What about this?
Go ahead, buddy.
Because I always think of that Bourdain clip when they're like, what's the best hangover cure? And he's like, you smoke a joint, drink a bottle of Coke, Mexican Coke, and then get like some spicy. I forgot what he said, like Thai or like ramen or some shit.
Yeah.
What's your go-to?
Advil, Gatorade, or Pedialyte, preferably Pedialyte. Bunch of water before bed. That's the big one. And then greasy cheeseburger or like an egg sandwich, like a McMuffin. Egg McMuffin. If you can't do that, if you've got to go to work and you're in a pinch, just go to fucking McDonald's, get an egg McMuffin and a water and orange juice. You're chilling, dude.
See, I'm a give me the joint, give me the Mexican Coke.
Oh, joint for sure. I'm way medicated, yeah.
And then Mexican Coke, and then give me another one while I'm eating.
Yeah?
And then I think I'm going fried chicken, sandwich, wings, or pizza.
Yeah?
Pizza soaks it up. You're good to turn on a movie, take a little nap, wake up, and then you order DoorDash.
Cool. Is that the end of that?
I mean, I think that's a pretty fucking amazing day.
It
That
does
doesn't
rock.
sound like shoot me in the head at the end of that. It doesn't get any better.
You keep making allusions to the fact that before you die, you want a really nice meal. You referred to your birthday meal as going out prison style.
Death row.
Death
I
row
want death row in
style.
that bitch. Yeah, dude. I absolutely, before I would die, even if I'm not on death row, I want a good meal before I die. What the fuck? What do you mean?
Nothing, dude. Nothing. Don't say, what do you mean?
It's not crazy. I'm not fucking crazy.
I'm not saying it's crazy. We're doing a podcast about food and you just keep mentioning your death.
All right, what's your death row meal then? How
Death
about
row
that?
meal, ice cream, peanut butter, chicken wings, steak, and pizza. Yeah, same thing as yours. But I said it.
Motherfucker, you're shaming me.
I didn't mean.
Look at this. We went full circle.
Burger, Philly cheesesteak. Can I have everything? Can I for my death row
I mean,
meal?
within reason.
For my death row meal, I want.
How about this? You could get one dessert,
Okay.
3 apps.
So wait, one dessert.
One
is
dessert, 2 apps.
Ice cream with peanut butter is a dessert.
All right, one dessert, 2 apps, 2 entrees.
2 apps. Or chicken wings is an app.
Yeah, but you can't do like a double. You just get,
Got it.
like 6 to 12 wings.
Got it. Okay.
Depends how they do it.
Chicken wings as the app, steak as an entree, burger as an entree, and then steak as an entree and burger as an entree, and then some kind of like a buffalo chicken mozzarella wonton thing with like
You're cheating.
No, I'm
You're
not.
just throwing in a bunch of different other foods.
It's like a buffalo chicken rangoon.
See, if you're on death row in that moment, I'm like, all right, kill him now.
Kill him now.
He's too far
The
gone.
bastard took it too far. Take
He's
him
a
out.
monster. He tricked us. God, that's one of the weirdest bits you've
One of
ever
the weirdest
done.
bits we've ever done.
All right, I think I'm going. Wait, what was that? So you got peanut butter ice cream.
Peanut butter with ice cream. If
That's
I can
fair.
get peanut butter and jelly with ice cream, I'm into that. I love that shit. Real fat guy shit.
Real fat guy shit.
Real fat guy shit. Man. We can't do that. We gotta
No, we
cut.
can't.
We're letting
No,
it
we
fly.
can't.
We're
Yeah,
letting
we
it
can't.
fly.
Let it-
We're flying it.
That video's hilarious.
We're flying it. We're letting it
Real
fly.
bad man things.
Why did you? We already said we were thinking of cutting it.
Because I thought of the
decided to
video
let
and I
it
wanted to
fly.
say it.
And then why
I'm
did
letting it fly even higher. How about that? You guys have no idea how high I can fly.
Michael Scott.
So you went. Wait, what'd you get? Fuck. Burger, wings, app wings.
Yeah.
And then you can't do like a buffalo.
I got it. Shut the fuck up. Wings and then sliders for the appetizer.
Buffalo chicken sliders?
No, like
Just
burgers.
burgers? Okay.
Burger sliders, and then a big ribeye with mashed potatoes and gravy and horseradish and au jus on the side. And then for the final fucking entree, yeah, dude, give me a fucking slice of pizza with ricotta and pepperoni.
I'd fuck with that.
Yeah, right?
Mine's actually pretty close. All right, dessert.
Wait,
like
actually,
most-
can you ask me what I want for my death row meal?
Death row meal.
Gun.
Pussy.
I want a gun.
Oh,
I want a
okay.
gun, and I'm gonna shoot them all. I'm gonna fucking kill them all, and then I'm gonna go to Domino's eat pizza.
Don't worry, Domino's. I'll be back.
Wait, go. I think you had something for pussy. Is your death row meal? Is that what you were gonna say?
Fuck no.
Fuck
I'm
you.
not, hell no. I'm not doing that as my death row meal.
You're saying it's my last day. I have to make her happy.
Yeah.
I have to make her happy again.
Yeah, see ya.
I'm exhausted over here.
I would do, all right, dessert. I feel like this is a dark horse.
Go ahead.
Key lime pie.
Boo.
Key lime pie.
Oh, that's a dark horse.
Elevate it with pretzel crust.
Oh, your dark horse is the worst dessert of all time.
You tasteless bastard.
Key lime pie is a
Tasteless
weird
bastard.
sour gelatin, and then you're gonna make it a salty fucking piece of shit goddamn pretzel
Ooh, put
crust.
a little dark chocolate in the crust while we're at it.
Oh, actually, I do like that part of it, but the rest of it sucks. I hate key lime pie and I hate pretzels.
Well, you don't
Stop
feel joy.
doing that in the goddamn mic.
I have allergies right now because I'm at war with an animal.
I'm at war with an animal and his name's fucking Collin.
And I got that dog in me.
I'm about
no
to
one's
put-
allergic to dogs. Everyone's allergic to cats.
Why? I'm allergic to dogs.
All right.
Okay, what do you
Key
got,
lime
buddy?
pie.
Terrible podcast.
Great dessert. You're a fucking idiot.
Okay, key lime pie.
Appetizer. I think I gotta go wings.
You gotta go wings.
Gotta go wings. The other appetizer, another dark horse. Caesar salad.
Fuck you.
I love a good Caesar salad.
For your last meal?
Yeah, I fucking love it. And guess what? There's
What?
gonna be some grilled chicken on that bitch.
Okay.
There's gonna be some crumbled up bacon on that bitch.
Okay.
Some freshly baked croutons, exactly how I like them.
Okay.
And some fresh shaven parmesan.
Okay. Dude, you're
And
acting like I'm keeping you from eating this meal.
I'm about to be on death row. I'm about to get this meal. And then, yeah, your ribeye was cute.
The ribeye was cute.
Hit me with some wagyu, bitch.
Oh shit.
Hit me
that's
with
nice.
some wagyu.
That's nice.
For the side with that, give me a some elite level garlic bread.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh wait. So you're doing? See, I added potatoes.
You added potatoes and you added something else with potatoes.
Potatoes with gravy and then horseradish and au jus. Those are dipping sauces for the steak. That's fine. That's fucking allowed. I am a little mad though. I have no bread. I have the sliders, but yeah, I
You got
can
the
use it.
pizza.
Give me a dinner roll with my ribeye, please and thank you. On a
All
dinner
right,
roll.
fine. But then I'm adding another side with my garlic bread.
Can I get 2 potatoes? Can I have a mashed potato? Ooh, twice baked potato. Best of both worlds. Fully loaded. Thank you. All right. You're back.
All right. I do fuck with that. And then, ooh, I'm gonna have to come back to that side because that's tough.
Okay.
But I am gonna go pizza,
Yeah.
New York style,
Yeah.
pepperoni jalapeno,
Got it.
and throw in 1 regular slice of cheese while we're at it,
Weird.
just so I can taste it one last time. Yeah, and you know I'm gonna put that freshly grated parmesan from the Caesar on that pizza with a little freshly grated crushed red pepper.
Okay.
And then that side is
Yeah.
gonna be,
You gotta wrap this up.
yeah, this is really killing me at this end. I'm not finishing strong, and I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1. Fries.
Fries?
The
Damn.
but like death row is gonna be the best fries. Steak frites, come on.
Steak frites?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah, and then I'm stealing a cop's gun and I'm breaking the fuck out of that bitch. I'm like, you idiots just gave me a free. my last word. They're gonna be like, any last words? I'm like, can I get a to-go box? Pop, pop.
Then John Wick drops down from the
Yeah.
ceiling. Guess what? Tony Stark is there too.
I have the Force. I've been a Jedi the whole time. Oh yeah.
Then Willie's weird creature comes and helps.
And we kind of just ignore Willie doing that because it's freaking us out.
It's freaking everybody out.
God, you're not letting that one die.
I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun with the voices. I'm having fun with the fucking voices today, kid.
We should do sound cues of that one.
I used to do, my friend Harrison in high school could do a robot bird. Let me see if I can still fire this shit up. I
That
couldn't
was
do
weird.
it at all.
I could do the DJ spinner thing.
Yep. Oh.
That was pretty good.
Oh,
Sometimes
shit.
I fuck it up. Hey, DJ, cut that shit. All right. What about cooking in a relationship?
Yeah, I mean, burgers. I'll do like a lot of pasta. In a relationship, honestly.
Got a white boy on my roster feeding me pasta.
Pasta and I am the white boy on our roster.
Yeah.
That was me. No, I just do like just protein and a bunch of veg and like a little side salad.
That's a real, I feel like, dad move.
These are roasted veggies, then do a steak or do some like chicken in the air fryer. And then yeah, do like a little salad with some green goddess dressing and some feta cheese and some pickled onion, perhaps.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Pretty into that
So you prefer your like partner to be the better cook? Do you care? Does it even matter?
I've truly never dated someone that cooks for me that much. It just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
It hasn't been a thing that happened yet, which is fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like eating fat guy shit. I feel like if some girl cooks for me, she's gonna make me fucking quinoa and oranges. That was the dumbest meal. That was
Yeah.
I said some fucking girl.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest, most sexist thing that I've ever
You're a
said.
real fucking pig.
Some fucking girl's gonna make me quinoa and oranges.
Some fucking girl's gonna make me eat healthy.
I'm a man. That's why I want a boyfriend that cooks me steaks.
No, I've had a relationship where the girl cooked for me a lot.
Yeah.
Great cook.
Yeah.
I love that. But
did she make you knuckle sandwiches?
yeah. I like being dominated.
Little domestic abuse.
But I love to cook.
Whoa.
That's my go-to.
Okay, buddy.
That's my like a pizza.
Yeah.
You never had that because you haven't earned it yet. Chili. You didn't let me cook it here. You'll probably. Or would you have it at the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
And it was probably the best chili you've ever fucking had in your life.
Dude, I mean this. It's fine.
No.
It's good chili.
Then you're wrong.
It's good chili.
I got several texts the next day
Okay.
saying it was fire.
Yeah. I got several texts the next
From
day.
the fire marshal being like, hey, stop making chili so fucking good.
I got several texts the next day. Colin, my roommate said you cornered her in the bathroom.
You can't leave. You can't go to the bathroom until you eat this chili. It will help. I put 2 jalapenos in it. Chili's my go-to, and you can shut the fuck up about it.
Okay.
Wings. I make some killer fucking wings.
I gotta tell you, dude.
Joey style.
The aggression though. Chili's my go-to, and you can shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah, bro, that's chef energy.
Why are you talking?
Do you hear how Gordon Ramsay talks?
Sure, I've watched.
You
it.
idiot sandwich.
Oh my god, he's calling people donuts all the goddamn time. You're a fucking donut. You're a fucking donut because I want to fill you with jelly and put powder on your face.
Jesus Christ.
And that wasn't supposed to be fuck related.
See,
That
now
was
you're
just-
making food sexual. Have you ever... I think you know what I'm about
Yeah,
to ask.
I got
you
it,
fucked
yeah.
with food?
One time, yeah.
Oh,
One
God.
time. Not fucked, but yeah, one time.
It was incorporated? Or was it like the episode of Seinfeld where he was like ducking away to eat a sandwich during sex? You know what I'm talking about?
I have taken a Zen out during intercourse. I've absolutely done
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's not a cool move. That makes me feel like a fucking addict.
No, I've done that a bunch. I'm like, it's not heroin. Could be worse. What do you want from me?
No, I've never done like food stuff in the act of sex for sure. Never has
You
happened.
said there was, so the one time was Zen?
No, the Zen thing is for sure happened. I don't know if I want to say this.
You got to. It's too late.
Girl that I hooked up with in college, I did the thing where I like ate sushi off her body.
That's so fucking...
I know.
You're like
I
Danny
know,
DeVito.
I
and
know.
Fucking, it's always...
I know. Little soy sauce in the belly button for a dip. I know.
Oh, you nasty bitch.
I know. Not great. Not great.
Yeah, I bet.
Not a great look. Can't believe
I
I
bet
said
she's
that out
someone
loud.
you really take home to your mom.
No, never. Not really. That wasn't really the situation. That wasn't really what that was.
Yeah,
It was-
I can't do that. I don't like sushi.
I think raw fish tastes weird.
Maybe I would. Maybe I would incorporate some food, feed me grapes.
No, it was just like a thing. I didn't like eat like a whole sushi. I just like put a sushi roll on. I was like, look at this. This is funny. And then,
Oh, okay.
Yep. Pretty gross.
Whipped cream.
Have you used that in the bedroom?
Some people have.
You wait a second. You wanted me to be a big fat motherfucker who's
saying
doing
it's-
food stuff.
whipped cream
No,
is different
no,
than
you
sushi.
listen to me, you blonde piece of
not-
shit.
I'm not-
You listen
Thank
to
you for
me.
calling me blonde.
You strawberry blonde.
I'll take that.
Redheaded, ghost-eyed.
Shut the fuck up.
Renaissance painted
I'm
looking
not saying
motherfucker.
I did that. I'm saying people do that.
Who's people? Does their name start with a C and end in an N?
How many L's are in there?
2.
Fuck. No, I do feel like I see something like that. I bet you fucked up a lot of pH balances with wing sauce.
Suck my dick, dude.
The redheaded, the wing sauce bandit.
No, I've never. I always make sure to wash up. I always make sure to wash up.
I always keep sandy wipes on me.
A girl, I reach for my wallet. She's like, "Oh, are you getting a condom?" And I'm like, "No." And it's a wet wipe.
Yeah,
and I just start
safety
getting all my-
first.
Yeah, that's actually funny. I might throw that in the act.
That is good.
That's not bad.
That is good. Yeah, safe sex for you is just carrying around wet wipes.
It's not great, but it's not bad.
It's something.
That could be the tag at the end of something worthwhile.
There's something there.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's an honest. It's not even a single. It's a fly ball that somebody knocks back into play, and then it counts.
This got so weird just after talking about if I like, just me asking if you would like your partner being a good cook. And to answer that question, I would like it if the person I was dating was a good cook. I would like to cook for each other. That's fun. That's beautiful.
I said a girl would make quinoa and oranges.
And I may have told you to kill yourself for not liking my chili.
Yeah.
Not going to apologize though, because
That was crazy.
everyone else loves it and you're wrong.
Okay. No, buddy, it's good. It's not that it's not.
My homemade pizzas, I already said that. It's pretty good. Yeah. I can cook the hell out of a steak. I will say this. I was proud of this during the pandemic.
You just did a 3-act
Yeah.
play. No one talked.
I'm going back to another, it's a one-man show, baby.
You fucking
I'm
freak.
going back to
You fucking weird.
another thing I was good at cooking. God, that steak.
Yeah.
during the pandemic, I did like an unintentional steak, I guess a year and a half.
Nice.
Where I got to the point where I was doing like outside grilling like every fucking night.
Yeah, I love that.
And I
shit.
could look at a steak. I'll be like 3 minutes each side. Exactly how I wanted it.
Dude, I was just texting my buddy. I'm gonna be living in Indy this summer, so we're gonna be doing a lot of grill outs. Can't wait.
Grill outs rock. I'll come through for that, and I'll get some Tricchettis, and we'll grill a frozen pizza. How about that? 'Cause
sounds
Tricchettis,
nice.
if you got rid of it, I'm coming. I'm coming. We're gonna be out there.
That's not a threat, by the way. Let's just make.
I mean, I'll go and I'll just be bummed that you don't have it, and I'll be like, all right, I'll get the chicken sandwich, and I'll love it.
Well, real quick, by the way, we do have to end this, but the other day I had to go to get my fucking oil changed at the car dealership, and this guy was yelling on the phone. He was like, "You sold me a fucking lemon. No, you sold me a fucking... Don't put Kelly back on the phone. Kelly couldn't help me. You're with me now, Garrett. Garrett, now it's just me and you." Like going nuts. And then he goes, "Oh, Joe can't come to the phone? I bet you Joe would be there if I had a shotgun in his face right now."
Oh my God.
And he kept going, "No, I'm not threatening. I'm not threatening. I don't want to be threatened. I'm not threatening. I'm just saying he'd probably be talking to me if I had a fucking shotgun in his face right now."
I love that.
I did not
That's a
like
man that
it.
gets what he wants.
I did not like it,
That's
dude.
me being like, "Oh, you don't have a frozen pizza? What if I show up with a gun and put it to my head?"
No, that's not what we're trying to say. And then at the very end, he goes, "I'll end up in jail. I'll end up in jail in Indiana again because I'm about to come down there and act a clown." Again, because I'm about to come down there and act a clown.
Most people don't want to go back. I miss my friends.
Okay. We're talking food. After this, we're going to talk to Tad Walters. This Sunday, me and Collin are doing Tad's show, sauteed stand-up at the Lincoln Lodge in Chicago. Keep listening. You're going to hear from our friend Tad Walters, Hell's Kitchen, Quad Ball, Quidditch, comedy, being our pal.
Drip, drip.
Drip, drip. Here's us with Tad.
As a chef, what are your thoughts on plant-based food?
I think it's really interesting. In general, like vegan food, like Chicago Diner and stuff.
Yeah.
I think whether or not it's good is one thing. I think it's really cool the fact that you could like have a restaurant that does vegan food. Because to me, that's like it's a challenge almost, right? It's like how do you
Yeah.
make this taste even kind of like that while being
That makes sense.
plant-based and stuff. So for me, I don't really care for it most of the time. There's very few of the Impossible or Beyonds or anything I've had
Yeah.
where I'm like, this shit's bussin'. But like I like that it exists. I like that there are alternatives for people. And if anything, I think it's cool that we're at a point where
I like how
food does
you
that.
sound like my dad talking about gay marriage. I like that it exists. Okay?
It's not for me.
It's fine that they're out there. It's okay. I don't care.
It leaves a gross taste in my mouth.
It's okay if they do it, just not around me.
Not for me. No fake tofu around here, Playboy.
Well, I just had, I'm house sitting at Gasper's place while he's out of town, and I, like, he specifically said, he's like, I got these chicken nuggets that are amazing, and I was so stoked to try them. Open the bag, and I read it, plant-based. They were fine.
I feel like
Plant-based,
it's,
But if I didn't know they were plant-based, I would have, honestly, I think I would have been like, these rip.
I'll say this: plant-based nuggets. It's the one place where they've nailed the product. Just because there's so many like choosy moms don't choose Jif. They choose.
Yeah.
And I'm just the kids always want fucking chicken nuggets. If there's one thing they figured out, it's the goddamn the chicken nuggets. They're not
fine.
You got to
They're
cook the
fine.
shit out of them.
I don't seek them out, but if they're around, yeah,
Exactly, yeah.
Who
I
cares?
mean, I finished both bags,
I think
so I
it's
hope
like-
they weren't waiting for someone to get back.
I think it's fucked up that he led you with chicken nuggets. I would just be
Yeah.
like, hey man, I have some nuggets in the freezer.
He might have just said nuggets.
That is.
Okay.
But I
went
always
to-
go chicken nuggets.
I went to Native Foods one time, and I didn't know their whole thing was vegan. And again, their whole thing is like you can get chicken wings and you can get a ribeye steak, but it doesn't say like these are plant based, or at least where we were, like there was no like asterisk. So I was like, hey, we got a burger and an order of chicken wings, and the chicken wings were these like wrapped up wonton things. And this is the whole story. It's not a great story. We took one bite, it wasn't good, and then a bee flew up, and we were like, the food isn't good enough for us to risk this bee. Let's get out of here. And that's the end of it. It's not a great story, admittedly.
I mean, I think vegan shit is like, I accidentally got a vegan blueberry muffin recently when I was really craving a blueberry muffin.
And then after you
And I was
accosted
so
the barista, what did
fucking
you
mad.
do? What did she, I told you I wanted a regular fucking muffin.
Yeah.
You little fucking asshole.
This place is gonna burn. I don't like the gluten allergy stuff. Lies. People just want attention.
Celiac?
Yeah, it's a lie.
That's not true. I think some people
do have it, but some people just don't want to eat carbs and don't want to
Oh,
feel
it makes
bad
you
about
shit? Everything makes you
asking
shit.
stuff without bread and stuff. I mean, there are some people who are like, it does give them like really severe migraines and like it is a real thing and it like makes you bloated and shit.
I'm not buying it.
Long term, but like I think that that amount of population is so much smaller than the amount of people that say
Yeah.
they have celiacs, because most of the time it's people who are just like, I don't eat gluten because it's not healthy, or they're just like don't want to eat bread because they're trying to just stay away from carbs, but they don't want to feel bad about asking for something no bread. But I still hate them. Don't get me wrong; those are the worst.
Yeah,
I do know people who have said that like they have allergies that they don't like.
Sure.
Yeah, Mark Ranucci, our friend Mark, lies about eating tomatoes. He says he's allergic to tomatoes because he hates them so much, and it's just he's just found that no, I don't like tomatoes. People just hear you a little bit less. Like, I'm allergic to it. They're like, oh, this guy can't eat stone fruits or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now that when I'm in a restaurant and when people like, it depends what the allergy is. Some people will come in and say they have an allergy to something that's like either the rarest allergy ever or they're fucking lying.
Mm-hmm.
Like so many times I'll have a chef be like, yeah, no, this allergy, and then look at me and I look at them and we're just like,
dude.
Are you serious?
It's just tree nuts. That's the only one that's big. I feel like that's
And shellfish.
Shellfish.
Yeah, those are the two that's like, oh, you'll die.
Yeah.
But yeah, tree nuts,
Those are the big
peanuts,
ones.
shellfish.
People do lie about it all the time. One time I like caught this lady lying because she ordered shrimp tacos and then took a bite and said she was allergic because she wanted the fish. I'm like, you took a bite though. And she's like, yeah, it's not that bad. She just wanted the different thing, and I was about to like freak out. But then the next day, some lady, I was like, any allergies? And she was like, oh, just bad service. And I'm like, all right, bitch, well, I hope you have an EpiPen, because you'll never see me again. I hate you.
If you don't have an EpiPen, it's not real. That's how I feel about allergies.
Yeah.
If you
Let
don't have an
natural
EpiPen-
selection take its course, in my
Truly.
opinion.
I have been by the restaurant industry. I've been radicalized against allergies to where I truly think that like if you can't hang after eating a peanut, maybe you shouldn't be around anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's fucked up that I feel that way, but I truly
Pad
do.
thai or die, baby.
They make our work a little bit more difficult.
Here,
Tad, we need you to ride this bad boy. Oh, you have to pee?
no what?
Oh, I thought you said, here, I'm gonna, and then you said something.
No, I was gonna tell you a fun fact. You guys like fun facts?
I love a fun fact.
So, peanuts are a big severe allergy. People that are allergic to peanuts usually can eat things fried in peanut oil, because when they process peanut oil, they take out the enzyme in peanuts that people are allergic to, which is just part of the process. I was dating a woman in college who she was like really allergic to peanuts. Like carried an EpiPen. I always wanted to use it because I've never used it before. I was always like, eat some peanuts.
Just like out drinking.
It's exciting. You look at it. It's like when you can send an exit row.
So bad.
You don't want to do, but you think about it.
Absolutely.
You think about pulling
But
Open that bitch up.
our favorite taco place, we'd go there like once or twice a week for months. And one day I like looked at their sign and it said everything fried in 100% peanut oil. And I was like,
oh,
you
damn.
see that shit? And then I like looked it up, and yeah, apparently most, at least in like developed countries where like there's like refineries that make refined peanut oil and stuff.
That is a fun fact. I love that.
There you go.
What was your first like cooking job?
My first cooking job, I would say first food service job was a Cold Stone Creamery. But as far as a cooking job goes, I would say it's called Reginelli's Pizzeria in New Orleans.
You're on the pizza line?
A little pizza line. Yeah, I was a little pizza boy for a while. It was awesome.
I did that. I was in the pizza biz. I loved it.
Colin delivered pizza.
I also made pizzas.
Oh, did you have delivery driver energy?
Yeah, I was a king.
Big delivery driver
I was
energy.
a king. Hey, make no mistake. I was tossing those pizzas, dude.
And he refers to it as his time in the pizza biz. We would like go get a pizza when we lived together, and then I'd be like, "Hey, I'm gonna take one slice out."
Oh my! This makes me so furious.
Okay,
I want to know whose side you're on.
Can you let me tell a story? I thought you got stung by a bee just now.
No, this is
you just freaked out.
I forgot about this because I put it down.
I'm a big fan of this. I would take a slice out. You stop breathing on the mic like
I don't
Hannibal
have headsets.
Lecter.
My bad.
You fucking freak.
I don't have headsets. Is that loud? I'm getting mad.
I know. So I'll just take a slice out. That way I'll have a munching slice for the ride home. And Colin would go, I used to work in the pizza biz. You're sacrificing the integrity of the pizza every time you do that.
I agree. Because then it just fucking all the grease slides everywhere.
Wait a second. Did you say I agree to me doing an impression of you? Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I agree with me. I agree with me, not you.
I think
You're
it's
fucking
fine.
up the whole. Oh my.
I think it's fine. I think it's pretty innocuous.
It's nice.
Yeah.
What
This
restaurant do you work at?
I work at the Loyalist.
They're about to get a Yelp review.
No.
Please don't.
100%.
Our chef checks them a lot. please don't.
At
Ted
this
doesn't
point,
know how pizza works.
And don't mention my name. He will be so mad.
at this point, I'm just glad that he said Yelp review and not bomb threat. He's been doing that a bunch lately.
Yeah.
He's been
Well,
like,
I
I'm
want
gonna
people to know that I'm serious.
But it's, yeah, people take it more seriously.
But it's the little boy who cried bomb threat, though.
See, here's my
you
thing.
keep saying you're going to bomb threat places.
When people are mean to me, I keep threatening to school shoot them. And
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Not even shoot them. I'm like, I'm going to school shoot you guys.
It's very white of
all
you.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm a white man. Who knows what I'm capable of?
Yeah,
The
truly.
answer's anything. I could
Truly
be president.
anything.
I
You
could
can be
a school
president.
shooter.
You can steal a black person's art, make it your own. Truly, we're capable of anything in this
You guys ever heard
country.
of rock and roll?
Are there any older Mexican ladies at your work that call you Poppy?
None here, but at other jobs,
Yeah.
for sure. A lot of the prep team at a lot of restaurants is mostly, especially here in Chicago, is mostly Hispanic.
Do you like it?
Oh, I love it.
I love it.
Well, I don't know if you know this about me. I'm actually Mexican.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
Mexican.
sorry about the white
I'm
thing.
from Texas. Yeah, how dare you?
My bad.
You just assume my.
I did.
You assume my
I usually get it
ancestry?
spot on too, but you know you can't hit it every time.
You're
Colin
like,
just-
he's Filipino.
He just walks around Chicago. Ooh, I got bingo today. Look at that.
No, yeah, I'm part Mexican. My grandma's full Mexican, came from Mexico and everything. But because she married a white guy, mom married a white guy, so I'm a white
yeah.
dude. But I like it because
Colin
one,
and I just high five. Yeah.
yeah, we got one.
Welcome to the team, brother.
Yeah, dude, my
We're
dad
bad at
pulled,
everything.
My dad pulled a half Latina, so that's huge.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Colin's been working on that for years.
half Latina.
I just love when I walk in. They're like, "Hola, papi." I'm like, "Hello, mommies."
I had a bartender in Vegas kept calling me Papa, and he was pouring me doubles, and I just wanted to hang out with this guy the whole night.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, Papa, can I get?" And I was like, "Oh, keep him coming."
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't be like, "Hey, Papa."
The best bit I had with like the little Mexican ladies at my job was they would walk around saying to each other, "Que pasa, calabasa," which just means "What's up, squash." But because it rhymed, it was just like a cute little thing they would do. So they would just walk around to everyone and be like, "Que pasa, calabasa," and it was just
That's
a thing
fun.
they would do. It was adorable.
No, yeah, Que Pasa Calabasa is a great time.
That's
it's
fun.
It's a lot of fun.
There was one restaurant I worked, Doc B's. What, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
You're
okay.
fine.
Doc B's, and all the cooks back there were Hispanic. And anytime I got there and like was doing prep shit, they were like, "Hey, gringa." I'm like, I know what that means, but I always walked in, I'm like, "What's up, fellas?"
Hey, que pedo?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I mean, I
had
got-
the house that we lived in together. There was the guy that sold meth in the lower floor. We
We're
didn't
pretty
mention
sure,
him.
yeah.
That was one
What
of
a
the
sick segue, dude.
that was one of the worst parts. But then there was just this like Hispanic family lived below us, and one time I like got their mail in our unit, so I brought it down for them, and I just like knocked, and I saw the dad, and I was like, "Here you go." I think that was an house. He was like, "Okay, thanks." And the door just slammed, and you just heard like someone talking. He just goes, "Gringo," and I was like, "Oh, that's me. Cool." They're letting everybody know how great that rules.
Yeah, they were cool. That place was wild.
It wasn't great.
My first like line cook job was at Red Robin.
Yum.
Nice. I hate that place. I've never gone back. It
It can't be fun.
was
There's no way that was a fun
terrible,
place to
dude.
work.
By the way, Tad, great job with that yum after Red Robin. That was
Yeah.
great work. It was very casual. I was looking at a thing in the audio. It was incredibly funny.
Red Robin, if you need anyone for the commercial.
There we go. Yeah.
Dude, I used to work at summer camp, and there was this little kid, man, the sweet kid. His name was Ben. And I just noticed in the first day that no one in his life had ever really talked to him. Because like, hey, man, what's going
You just
on?
noticed that the
Well,
first day.
well, 'cause he just-
you look
You'd be
lifetime of
like,
loneliness.
Here's what it is. You'd be like, hey, dude, what's going on? And he'd have nothing. And then eventually I started asking about TV shows and movies. And so basically the first night I couldn't get him to open up. And then I was like, you watching good movies? He's like, have you ever seen Alien vs. Predator? And I was like, no, I've never seen it. He was like, starts on a cold black night. And he did the whole movie for an hour and a half. And then eventually he ran out of movies that he'd seen. He'd be like, hey, Willie, have you ever seen that Red Robin commercial? I'd be like, no. And he'd be like, so there's like a bank robber and he's underneath the ground in a sewer. And they're like, Red Robin. And he won't come out. And they're like, Red Robin. And then he comes and goes, yum. And he's like, oh, you got me. But yeah, I had a kid that would just tell me commercials and full feature length films.
And that's when Willie was like, "This is why no one talks to you."
Get some fucking stories, Ben. No, he had good anecdotes.
But we got Sauteed coming up.
Yeah, sauteed stand-up.
How long have you been doing that?
We've been doing Saturday stand-up since a couple months before the COVID pandemic. So I guess like end of 2019, early 2020.
That show is so fun. It is. Didn't it
a
go like
banger.
mega viral?
I don't know about all that. It's definitely gotten a lot more press here in Chicago.
I thought some like TikToker was like, she's like, I
Oh,
did
yeah.
an Eventbrite and I came to a cooking show.
That was less of a viral thing and more of Eventbrite. Just they like I think just reach out to events at different theaters and stuff, and are like, hey, we're gonna send someone to come like film the stuff for a commercial. So like I think Eventbrite actually hit up Lincoln Lodge, and was like, hey, we're gonna send this influencer to come make an Eventbrite ad. And so she just went and made an ad. So Eventbrite was posting this video of like, when I needed something fun to do, I checked out Eventbrite and I found this cooking comedy show. And so that was cool. That was a cool little
because I
thing we
saw
got.
that like on my TikTok, not even like.
I think too many people did because the comments got turned off because people kept being like, stop putting this on my feed. all the comments were like, I've seen this a million times.
I'm trying to watch Alex Jones' video.
Oh,
Dude.
that's fucking
People got
awesome.
really mad about it. So, but now it's like Bad Brews and Movies or whatever that show is. But they have one now too. It's an Eventbrite ad.
Dude, when we did Sauté last time, we did the Battle of the Burgers. It was very fun. Me and Colin won. No big deal. But there was the write-up in Eater and the picture.
Yeah.
They have this like great picture of Cam doing stand-up and another one of him cooking, and he looks perfect. They don't have any pictures of me or Colin doing stand-up. The one picture they chose of us is Colin. I'm like grabbing asparagus off a plate. My fingers look 10 inches long. And it is the first like comedy write-up away from the Bob and Tom show I've ever had. And the only photo is me doing this. It makes no note of the food we cooked or the jokes we did, just that we won, and that the person who wrote it didn't think we should have won. That's all that it said.
Your little Grinch fingers
Dude,
just hanging over the burger.
These fucking hot dog fingers leaning down like everything everywhere all at
incredible.
once. Real gross.
That is disgusting. There was one of me like chopping or something, but it's like from far away, and you could tell I'm just in my own world. I'm just like grinning, not even like looking up at the show.
I'm curious because I guess I've never really talked to people outside of like my like really close friends that have done the show before, but and I've like asked them about this before. So I'm kind of curious from y'all's point of view. When you are the comic, when you're by yourself and your teammate is up on stage,
Yeah.
what's the vibe? Are you freaking out at all? Is it nervousness?
I was chilling. I think it was. So you're on stage if I was alone. So I know Willie's act. Like I was probably mouthing the words while I was shopping.
Turns out I'm this guy's that guy.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah,
mouthing
yeah.
it. I remember.
I really didn't even think of it at all.
So to make it clear to the listener, Tad runs a show called Sautéed Stand Up. We're doing it this Sunday, right? The
Yes.
3rd? Hell yeah.
Sure hope so.
Not the 2nd. March 2nd. Excuse me. I said the 3rd because I had the wrong thing in March. It's this Sunday. It's a cooking comedy
the
show.
third.
It is the 3rd.
Yeah.
No, I knew it is the 3rd?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Because it's the March is the 3rd month, you guys. I don't know if you knew that, but in my head, I'm looking at a fraction. It
Did
says
you know that?
Are you sure?
Honestly, I'm figuring it out as I go, okay? No, but it's a cooking show. You do each person is on stage for only 10 minutes doing stand-up, but you're cooking in front of the whole crowd. So each person cooks for 30 minutes total, does stand-up for 10 minutes total, right? Did that make sense?
Yeah, so 2 teams of 2 comics. They're on stage. There's a full cook setup.
Yeah.
You know, obviously you have the cutting boards and you have like induction burners and stuff. We have a little air fryer / oven. And then, you're alternating turns, doing 10 minutes of stand-up. And then there's 10 minutes where you're on stage and your teammates by themselves, 10 minutes where it's reversed.
Yeah.
And then there's 20 minutes where when the other 2 comics are up, you're with your partner.
I remember at Colin, when you were on stage, I was alone, and it was like, not the last 10 minutes, but the second to last 10 minutes. We got to cook together for the last 10.
Yeah.
But I was it was fucking insane. I was flipping burgers, and I was trying to turn these things out, and I was trying to make sure the bacon wasn't overcooked. It was insane.
Willie served a guy a raw burger.
I did.
Oh, did you? I don't even remember that.
I had all the burgers were perfect except there was one there was one burger that had an overcooked patty like a hockey puck and a really raw undercooked patty.
Insane.
Balances it out. And then Willie nudged him and he's like, hey, don't say anything about
I
that.
said keep this between us. And
And then he said it
Who is this?
immediately.
Dickhole Danis.
Yeah, that's
Dickhole
the Instagram name.
Danis.
Yeah, he's the man.
Oh
We
yeah,
fucking love that guy.
For those who don't know, at the end of the show, all the food gets judged by 3 professional chefs from Chicago, or food writers, or food photographers, people who are adjacent to the industry and know what the hell they're talking about. And Danis.
He's the only one that said that we shouldn't have won. It was 2-3, but it was really bad. It was, that thing when you're like cooking burgers, you get into the zone and the first one's not great and the last one's not great because like the first one you're experimenting, the last one you're tired. For some reason, he got the first patty and the last patty combined. It was brutal. Sorry about that, big guy. We're real sorry about that.
Sorry, Dickel.
Has there been any meltdowns of people losing?
It's funny you mentioned that. Last year wasn't so bad with the Tournament of Champions, but this year's Tournament of Champions,
People got mad.
People got a little spicy. People really wanted it.
I love. What was there? What was the prize?
The prize, so like it was kind of stuff we threw together. The prize was a chef's knife and a plating spoon from our friends at Northside Cutlery. Kevin
rips.
Silverman, who runs that knife shop. It's where I go to get my knife sharpened. Place
That's
is awesome.
fucking awesome.
It's like really the only knife shop in Chicago now because Northwestern is out by like Rosemont.
Yeah.
So if you want to go get your knife sharpened in the city, go to him. But he donated those, and then the winners also got their choice of a hat from my Tad Walters quad ball signature
Hell
line.
yeah.
Nice.
So it's like sauteed themed, so there's like flames and stuff on it. One of them says Big Dog, and one of them says Yes Chef. So
That rips.
So for the listeners that don't know, what is quad ball?
oh hell yeah, dude!
Let's
This
do
is
it, dude.
We're about to do an hour on quad ball, baby.
Yeah.
Quad ball used to be called quidditch. It is a full contact, co-ed and gender inclusive sport. I found it originally when I was in college. I didn't really know what Quidditch was when I found it. I knew Harry Potter. I knew there was a wizard sport on brooms they played, but I didn't know what it was called.
Yeah.
And I wanted to play I played high school baseball and football. I played middle school and high school baseball and football. And so I was like fairly athletic kid. And I came to college. I really wanted to play contact sport again. And I saw a sign for rugby, showed up. They just like never had enough people to practice. Super unorganized.
Yeah.
And then I saw a poster that said the Quidditch. It said like full contact, co-ed, you can travel places. And I was like, what is this? Must be like a European sport like cricket or something.
Yeah.
And then I show up and I see the hoops and the brooms and I'm like, oh, fuck me. It's the Harry Potter thing.
Yeah.
And I wasn't about it. I was like not about it at all. And I was like, you know what? I'm already here. I recognized a couple of the people I'd met during like the first couple of days of school that were pretty nice. And so I was like, all right, like I'll give it a shot. And the whole practice, I wasn't digging it. I to this day think the brooms suck. I think they're dumb.
You have to run with a broom between
You have to
your
remember
legs?
it's like PVC now, but yeah,
Cool.
it's like 3 feet of PVC. That's it. But we're running around those, and I'm not feeling it. And then at one point, I see these people like kind of like falling on each other, and I'm like, what are they doing? And the captain's like, oh yeah, you could tackle people. And I was like, oh. And I was like, and when I played football in Texas, I was 4'11". I was 4'11", just getting smushed.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
And then I quit sports, and then I had my growth spurt. And so now that I was 6'1", 200 pounds, I was like, no, I want to tackle somebody. So I just started laying out these nerds, dude. I just started wrecking these nerds.
Listen, nerds, I'm big now.
And don't get me wrong. Yeah, don't get me wrong.
I love Quidditch.
I'm a big old nerd too, man. But I was like, oh, this is great. Like, at least I've played a sport before. Like, a lot of these people just had never played any sports like in their entire lives.
Yeah.
First time. So I just start wrecking people. And the captain's like, oh my gosh, you should come play with us at tournaments. We play other schools. And I was like, I can tackle other schools and nerds.
Yeah.
And then, see, which sounds great. And then we start playing like the big state schools, like LSU, Texas, and shit. Like we're playing like an SEC
The
quad
guys who didn't
ball.
make it to the
And
college
and
football team.
especially back then, like when it was like really popular, like still height of Harry Potter era was in college, right? Like the Texas team would have like 200 people try out for their varsity Quidditch team. And
I'd
have, like,
imagine
B
that's
team.
a lot of guys that they
Wild.
played they probably played football their freshman year. They got a pill problem. They were like, I can't play for the Longhorns anymore. Looks like I'm getting a broom and painting a little scar on my
And he has
forehead.
CTE, so he's like, I'm a wizard.
This is crazy.
You're a wizard, Harry. His
But,
name is Harry, coincidentally.
He's just yelling like,
He's having a seizure.
Dude, there was one year when I was I went to Loyola, New Orleans, and we hosted a tournament one year. It was like our first tournament we'd ever put on, and we had like South Florida and LSU came, and for some reason they hated each other.
Yeah.
And at the end of the tournament, they like got into a fight that I had to like break up. It was like a brawl, but I had to like break it up, right? And I'm telling my friend this over like breakfast the next morning. He like doesn't play Quidditch or anything, and I'm telling him this story. I'm like, yeah, there was a whole brawl and everything. He goes, oh, that's crazy, man. They start pulling out wands and shit. And I was like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But yeah, man.
Got a few butterbeers in me. I don't know.
I act crazy. I'm
Shit got
different.
nuts.
How much did you get to talk to Gordon Ramsay about Quidditch?
Just a little bit. Definitely more than the shows when I was on Hell's Kitchen. They definitely like let him into like he knew to ask, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
He was like,
yeah.
yeah, like where's your competitive drive from? And I was like, oh well, I played sports and did a lot of like academic competitions. I just am really like being competitive and dedicating myself to like getting really good at whatever thing. And he's like, oh yeah, so like you played sports, you still play any sports? And I'm just like, these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I was like, these sons of bitches. I was like, yeah, I actually play quidditch. And fucking I can hear everyone behind me like laughing and roasting me. And then what was really fun though is that after it all came out, I thought I would get roasted a lot on the internet.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, there were definitely comments of being like, dude's a fucking loser, fucking nerd, whatever. I don't care.
And I'm sorry
But-
about those comments, by the way. I'm really sorry.
it was you and all your burner accounts.
That was really after some butterbeer.
I had a really bad night.
But a lot of the comments were like really nice, and
Yeah.
a lot of the people were like, "This dude looks like one of the most athletic people on this show." There's a lot of fat guys back there talking a lot of shit about
Yeah.
this dude playing a sport.
I do want to call the people that I didn't like on the show.
Jason,
Was he the fat
bald
balding
dude.
one?
Yeah,
fuck
everyone
you,
hated Jason. I was there for only
He's a dick.
short but fun time. And right off the bat, Jason was. I'll say this: I expected generally the cast to be way meaner. Because
Yeah.
that's how the show kind of is. There's
Yeah.
a lot of like assholes. And
Yeah, I was
shitty
gonna ask
people
if
on
like
it.
they made him look more like an asshole. Or was he
No,
that
if
big of an
anything, they made
asshole?
him at least in the. I didn't watch any episodes after the ones I was on.
Yeah.
Because who gives a fuck?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I watched it. I
Yeah,
watched,
I don't care at all.
I watched it for a fair amount of time. Me and Colin were watching
Well,
it.
he spoiled it. I got into like episode 3, and then he said, "I can't believe this happened." And like episode 4, I'm like, "You didn't watch that with me."
I was fucking with you. That was fake. I told you I can't believe this guy got kicked off. It was a fake guy that got kicked off. I was just fucking with you. I was on video game.
Well, you fucked up my favorite show at the time.
What the fuck, dude?
You fucking dick.
Well, don't just go watch the fourth. It doesn't matter. What were
I
you
thought
saying?
it was spoiled.
It's okay. We're
Jason's
fighting.
Jason's a dick. That's what we're
Jason
saying.
right off the bat he was just I didn't hate him so much as he was definitely just like he just rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like just like
smug.
Right. Yeah, he was really smug. He like sat us down and he was like, all right, everyone go in a circle and tell me your job history. I want to know who I'm going against. And I'm just like, this is weird.
I forgot what he was saying in that episode. Talking clean, that shit.
Oh
Was that
yeah,
what that-
yeah.
When he asked for your job history, we were just like, so yeah, Cold Stone
Cold
Creamery.
Creamery. Never heard of it.
And then Bocelli's Pizzeria. He was like, I can't, Alinea is what, if I would have grabbed that. out of
Dude,
the air.
he name dropped so many places that they didn't even put all on Hell's Kitchen. He went for like minutes of the places he worked when Gordon asked him. And he also works in Chicago too.
Yeah. I worked at Alinea. I worked at The Girl and the Goat. I worked at Mr. Beef from The Bear. I worked at the actual place
Yeah.
in the TV show.
Ever heard of it?
I worked at Goldie's Diner from season 3 of Shameless. I worked at, it's just all the fictional restaurants in Chicago I could think of. It's not called Goldie's Diner. It was called fucking Patsy's Diner. I remember that because there was
Patsy's
no
had
like,
good food.
I know,
I
but
will
I-
say that. The
I
owner
grabbed
was
the
the
wrong-
biggest dick of all time, though.
He was. He
Yeah,
was,
real angry guy. You know what's hilarious is he sold Patsy's right before the pandemic. So he's like the only
bar?
person that came out on top. Yeah.
Oh, like the bar
yeah,
Patsy's?
yeah.
Yeah, the one that had the awful open mic at.
At one point it was great. Or that
There were
that was
good
probably
nights.
just me just like not knowing comedy and being like, oh my God, look at all these people. And it's just 45 open micers.
I do think they were good nights at Patsy's. I definitely went because that was when I had first moved to Chicago, and that was one of the mics I would hit.
yeah.
And there were nights where it was dog shit, and there was once in a blue moon there would be like a nice group of like actually decent comics, fun people to hang out
Yeah.
with, and it wasn't super packed, but enough where people are having fun. It wasn't the worst, but most nights were dog
The
shit.
bartender there was the man. And if you talk shit about the owner on stage, he would start sneaking you free drinks for
sick.
I
life.
didn't know that. That's
I
awesome.
called him a dick one time on stage, and then he was like, hey, man, that was awesome. And then started giving me free drinks.
You're
ever
my
since.
hero.
Yeah, I would tip him like $30, and then that was it.
Back to Hell's Kitchen a little bit. Was
Yes.
there like were there like dudes with clipboards writing around that are like between like producers and writers?
Sure, yeah, like PAs.
And then they'd like walk up to like Gordon, like whisper something in his ear, and then he would like walk away, and then Gordon would be like, "Dad, you can walk out that Griffin door."
Yeah.
Like, did that ever happen? Like, did you ever?
It wasn't that obvious, but they were definitely feeding. I think they were feeding him stuff. I don't even know if I can say this, but who cares?
Dude, he kills it. I will say he is witty. Sometimes I watch that show, and he's so fucking funny and so quick that I'm like, he's got to have
He's gotta have
writers.
something.
He's got to
Yeah.
have a
Yeah,
writer.
I do love Gordon Ramsay.
He definitely has an earpiece that they feed him probably just info in, and I
Yeah.
think from there, I think maybe some clips they give him. I do think some clips he like is ready for. / I wouldn't be surprised at all if right before each scene that he would film with. Each
Terrifying.
scene,
I got really scary for a second there.
each scene that he would film with, I would not be surprised at all if someone just like walked him through some shit real
Yeah,
quick.
sure.
Like, but that was something that I think overwhelmed me about the show, especially someone that like is involved in comedy and stuff. was that outside of just like the cooking part, I was amazed by the production of it. I'd never seen like a TV set before, you know?
Yeah.
And so I was overwhelmed. Like to me, I was like, whoa, this is so cool how they're filming this and how they get that. And, oh, that's how they do that. And so
Yeah.
there was a whole nother level of me being fascinated by that I think maybe some of the other cooks who aren't really interested in stuff like that or you know, that's not part of their life either, hadn't really
Right.
thought of before. So that was something for me that I realized afterwards. I was like, that probably distracted me a little bit.
Took the magic away a little bit.
A little bit
Yeah.
of like seeing the operate. Oh my god! At the very end, when I get kicked off, and he does this. So what would happen is we would film something, and then it would be like, all right, like for a challenge, it'd be like, all right, now go, and we'd run to the bin to grab whatever, and then they'd be like, all right, stop, we're gonna film this again. But like you're gonna just start just from the run, right? And they did that a couple times. So when I got kicked off, and Gordon Ramsay's like, he's like, you're done or whatever. And he kicks me off. And so I didn't move because I knew that they were going to stop and be like, all right, now go. And then they decided that's the one time they weren't going to do it. So I just stand there. And then Gordon's like, what are you doing? Fuck off. he's like, that's when he said that line of like, why don't you get on your broom and get the, and fuck off or something.
Oh, and then there's hands the photo on fire.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, God damn it. I didn't even do anything. I was trying to help the fucking producers.
That was fucking brutal.
Fuck you, got on the way out.
Yeah.
I thought I was
If I
one
gotta
of you
fuck up, then
guys.
he's gotta fuck up. Just some kick dude in there.
Honestly, I'll say this. There were so many parts that I thought were going to be put on TV that weren't, that would have made me look even worse.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
That's a win.
Yeah, everyone that I was pleasantly surprised with how, because the show was a pretty mean-spirited show, and I knew that going into it. That's why I was even more bummed when I got knocked out so early, because I was like, man, this is so fucking embarrassing. I hate this. And like, especially with my ADHD, I started processing all of it really fast right when it happened.
Yeah.
So like, we go out, they're filming me like in the parking lot doing like your final little thing, whatever, when you're out, and that thing's like I was out there for like an hour and a half, like filming stuff, and they only use like 20 seconds of it. And I've played sports for years, been interviewed for sports and stuff, so I feel like I have a pretty good like media training type. Like I know how to talk about stuff.
You've
pretty
been
well.
to a post-game interview before.
Sure. And so I feel like I'm nailing it, with like really thoughtful stuff, insightful stuff. And then like at one point the producer asked me something like an hour and a half in, I'm tired. I've been just nonstop processing what it's going to mean now that I got knocked off early and how embarrassing it's going to be and what I'm going to do. I'm about to go back to work weeks earlier than people were expecting me. And you know what I mean? I'm just like, all of it's happening, and she asked me something, and it makes me crack, and I start like tearing up.
Yeah.
And I answer like my last like question, and I'm like, dude, they got me to cry. And for a year and a half, I was panicking, that they were gonna show me crying on national television.
It's crazy because I was just like Brian LaRoe is a PA for reality shit.
Yeah, was it like teenage
He did like 90 Day
something?
Fiance or something.
Great
He's
show.
done random shit. But like we were talking about like producers like that like do interviews, and he's like, yeah, man. He's like, they're like preying on your emotion. Like they want you to cry.
Yeah.
Like they're upset if you don't cry after.
Yeah,
They're like, I did bad at my job.
when I would do the confessionals, so like it's literally just a camera. There's no PA in there, but you can hear the producer like over like a mic, and they'd ask you questions. And the questions they asked, I would like almost smile because I knew they were trying to get me to like talk shit, or feel some kind of emotion.
Who was your most recent family member that died? Was that a grandmother? What didn't count? Or
So who do you think's gonna be the most disappointed from this actually? Which that's also really funny too, because like there's a threshold of especially I realize this coming from like Eastern Texas, like rural Texas, to now up here of like just the standards and thresholds of knowledge for like cooking or knowledge for just a lot of things. And for example, like when I did my biscuits and gravy dish, I knew I fucked up. It was a big time management thing. I just really struggled. Like I was really struggling to find stuff in the kitchen. I was struggling to like get all my ingredients together. That part was really hard. Time management really killed me. And that's why I looked like dog shit. And I knew it looked like dog shit. It wasn't like I was surprised or anything. A lot of people that are first off have no idea that
Greg
they're
told me
bad.
that shit's amazing.
Yeah, I made it again for him,
Yeah.
and I made it right. I made a little Instagram video because I was mad that people think that I can't make biscuits and gravy or even make it look good.
Right.
And I was like, no, it was very much just time and the situation that fucked me over. But it looks really bad and it wasn't good, and I know that. And I remember Gordon, blah blah blah, and I was home for Christmas. And my I don't even know what she is to me. She's like my cousin's other grandmother who's kind of been joined into our family. You know, because
Random old gal. I got a couple of those.
Yeah.
I got a couple. You can't get rid of them. I got a couple of those.
And
around.
I went over for Christmas. The first time I've talked to my family since it came out, you know,
Oh,
for the
yeah.
most part, outside of like my mom and dad calling me and stuff. And so we're all talking about it a little bit. And she at one point was just like, well, that Gordon Ramsay just doesn't know what good Southern cooking is. And I was like,
Oh, damn.
no, it's bad. Like, it was bad. I was like, I really appreciate you thinking that.
Yeah.
I truly do. But it
Grandma,
was
he
bad.
hangs out with fucking Aaron Franklin like all the time. He knows exactly what it tastes like.
Dude, I want to do one of those duet video or like how people make those like they're like this is what I'm cooking today and send it to Gordon Ramsay and he like duets it and ranks it and I want to do that so bad. I would love for him to even just roast the shit out of me.
I mean, just do it, buddy. Why don't you do it?
I gotta get the right dish.
What do you? Okay.
We don't need to get into it.
What do you, buddy? You can't just say something. But I
I'm
asked
just,
you
it was just
one
a fun
question
thing
about
it
it.
was just a fun thing that I want to
It's
do
like
that
not even
maybe I'll
there
do
yet.
eventually.
No, I was just trying. It's not like I'm attacking you. I'm just engaging with what you said.
Yeah, I'm just saying I wanted. That's all I'm saying is that I want to do that.
I feel like Colin was like, I've
so
always
what?
wanted to do this. And he thought of it
No, I
30
just
seconds
saw it
ago.
like recently. Yeah, for
And a
real.
minute and a half
I've
ago,
always
he's like, you
wanted
know,
to play Quidditch.
I've always wanted to do this. Ask one question. Don't put me in the fucking hot seat,
I
okay?
didn't even. Jesus
Don't make
Christ.
me look like a fucking idiot, okay?
Dude, say
for what it's
that.
worth, Colin, I think you would be great at quad ball because if you have any like a modicum of athletic ability, you already start off at like a 7.
Oh, I'm an athlete, baby.
Feel
I have that dog.
quite
in me.
offended that wasn't brought to my direction at all. It was just, yeah, Colin would be great at that.
To be
Well,
fair,
you can't
Colin
run.
and I talk sports
Yeah.
sometimes.
I can't
We-
run. I can't
we
run.
talked-
Yeah, there's a
Right,
video of
running. Yeah,
like
you-
running on my
legally, or-
Instagram.
No,
where
it's the law hasn't gotten involved yet. It's just not very
it's
pretty.
comically slow. Like,
It's not comically slow.
Yeah.
I do fucking fine. It's just, it's not, yeah, I'm not an athlete.
It's
I'm not a fucking athlete.
Hey, man.
yeah. Willie
not-
said his backyard in Indy is for smoking cigs and not for playing catch.
It's a cig smoking backyard.
Yeah.
There's two kinds of yards. There's catch yards and cig smoking
I feel like you
yards.
could smoke cigs and play. I feel like the best of the Babe Ruth was probably
yeah,
playing
yeah.
catch and smoking
Babe
cigs.
Ruth, a
A thick
series
athlete. You
of
love a
series of
thick
fathers
athlete.
that recently abandoned their children.
Yeah.
Would love playing catch while smoking a
Uncle
cigarette.
Rico.
Uncle Rico loves playing catch smoking a cig.
It almost feels oxymoronic, the smoking cigarettes that you're going to have to go out for later while playing catch with your son. It doesn't seem
Yeah.
right. It seems wrong in some
Oh
way.
man, you know what? It's I wish that I could hear the word cigarette without thinking, God, I want one of those things. But it's just impossible.
Yeah.
I haven't had one
It's
in
got his claws in you.
haven't had one in over a month. I'm hanging out. I'm doing good.
That's dope.
Yeah,
dude.
not too bad.
I have never smoked a full cigarette.
What?
But you,
Yeah.
like,
You
tried?
work in a
You've tried
kitchen.
it?
What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
I've taken. I'll be drunk and take drugs sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's the first thing I ever smoked was weed.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, it was like college, and I never smoked. A lot of my family smokes, and I always grew up kind of like hating the smell.
Yes,
so
Yeah.
that's
I think
the big
that kept
giveaway.
me away from it. And I also just wasn't really cool, so no one really peer pressured me to do it. I was an FFA, and they really tried to get me to do dip.
Wait,
in high
Colin, do
school.
you know what that is?
Dip?
FFA.
What?
Future Farmers of America, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so
I raised hogs.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Future
Did you
Farmers
kill
of
him
America.
yourself?
I didn't kill him myself, but I did slap him around a little bit with a little swatch to make him go left and right. You know what's real crazy too?
Slap him around
People
a
don't know
bit.
this. Another fun fact is that pigs, if they get into a fight, you can't like just. It's not like a dog where you can like break them up or anything because they just like kind of bite at each other. And
Yeah.
if you get your hand in there, it'll take a fucking chunk out.
Yeah.
Finger in the asshole?
So weird. No,
Jesus.
not what.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Not what I've heard. What we would do, so we'd be like, I remember my second year in FFA, we're like in the gate to like go start showing our pigs, and my pig that pig sucked. His name was Dusty, real piece of shit. I fucking hated him. But he started
Dusty,
a
if
fight.
you're listening, fuck you.
Fuck, he's dead. That pig's dead,
Good.
and
He's
I've
fucking
never been
bacon.
happier.
He's fucking bacon bits now.
I've never been happier.
He's in a shaker in a Walmart.
I hated
love
that
that.
pig, but he started a fight with this pig in front of him, and they start fighting, and all you can do is like kick them in the face. Pigs have insanely hard skulls, to where when we used to go hunting as a kid, sometimes we'd stumble upon like feral hogs, and every now and then they would like run around and sometimes like threaten to charge you and stuff. And so I've seen people like shoot a charging pig straight in the face with a shotgun
just keeps coming
multiple times because its faceplate is so hard. But anyway,
Like it's fucking Batman.
yeah, all you can do is kick these pigs in the face. So I'm just sitting there with my boots on the side of a gate, just kicking the shit out of these pigs, just trying to get them to break. I'm just like crying because I'm like, I'm never gonna win now.
The FFA, they have a big convention in downtown Indianapolis every year.
Yeah.
And one time, my grandma grew up doing 4-H.
Sure.
And I was like, yeah, Gramsci, they're doing the FFA downtown. Did you ever do FFA growing up? And she goes, no. I was a 4-H kid. Like, she said it like she was disgusted
By
by these
FFA.
FFA weirdos. I'm like, you're at least 80 years removed from this. Why are you so cliquey?
Also, you're like, they're comparable. They're like very similar things.
Exactly. That's like being like, I never go to CVS. I only go to Walgreens.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you ask me that?
Have you ever killed anything hunting?
Oh yeah. I mean, I shot my first deer when I was like 8 or 9.
Did you cry?
No.
Really?
I actually have never felt more alive.
You just like you just like took the blood and wiped it under your eyes.
Did a little shot of one.
Yeah,
just
your
guys.
dad's watching. He's like, Jesus Christ.
No, I actually there's actually like a really I think about this every now and then because it was kind of like a really important like sobering moment for me. I think when I was younger was I went hunting with my dad and he shot a deer and it ran off into the woods and so we went and tracked it in the woods. And by the time we found it, it like died in this like little clearing. And I was like, at this point, probably 6, 7. And I like ran up and I was like, yeah, we got you, stupid deer. Like, And then my dad came up and like slapped me in the back of the head. And he was like, hey, man, like, that's not how we talk to this animal. Like, it gave its life so that we could take and eat from it and like be supplied with food from it. And this is like part of our like ancestry and part of our history. And I was like, oh, shit. And because if you know anyone that hunts now as an adult, that's not their vibe.
Oh,
That's
no.
at all.
And then
They're
he made
crushing
you watch-
Celsiuses and fucking power energy drinks.
They got
and-
Zins in all day.
yeah, they're just like, yeah, we got an AR-15. We're gonna go fuck up some deer out here.
And
I
then he
just
made
think
you
the
watch
idea-
Bambi.
Yeah, I like the idea of just Tad. He's just a little kid and he's got the gun while he's watching Bambi. He takes the duck hunt gun. He's just staring at the screen. All right, Tad, you got anything to plug, big guy?
Anything to plug?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sauteed Stand Up, as always. Check us
Fuck
out on
yeah.
Instagram, at Sauteed Stand Up. Come out to a show if you're local in Chicago, first and third Sunday of every month. Quad Ball, check out Chicago Prowl, Boom Train Quad Ball. The 2 teams I'm on, we're both really good and hoping to win a championship pretty soon.
And to be fair, the Chicago Proud, it's a co-ed team. This is not the Chicago Proud Boys that Colin's a part of.
Shut
It's
the
a different
fuck
organization. They have tiki torches. It's totally different. Colin runs the meetings. He makes the chili.
But they
We
ride the
would
tiki
win the-
torches. They ride them.
That was good. That was good. I'm not a part of it, but I enjoyed that joke.
Really good save, Dad. Thank you for listening. We'll do more plugs at the end of this.
Drip, drip.
It's those 3 magical words. You hear them every week, folks. We did it. We did it. We're done. We did it.
We got him.
We got him. We did it. Now watch this drive.
Watch this drive. People are going to think we're obsessed with George Bush by how often we say that. But I am obsessed with that video.
It's a great video. It's a great video.
It's my ringtone.
I love when it sneaks on. You know when like one of your friends posts something on Instagram and it's like a slideshow and it's like a bunch of pictures from the weekend?
Yeah.
And then like slide 5 is the last one. It's like, now watch this drive.
It's one of those things that I always laugh at. Like, what was it yesterday when I was like, God, my back fucking hurts. And you're like, why? From getting your little cheeks clapped all weekend? That shit. Something about me getting my little cheeks clapped sounds hilarious to me.
And I don't stand by that. I don't think it's the funniest thing in the world, just calling your buddies gay.
Just,
but in the context, I mean, yeah, it was a real great time. For
it's just fun.
everybody
The
involved.
idea of me getting my cheeks clapped is funny.
Yep.
Even if someone like it's, you know, super fucking whack to be bragging about sex, but like if you're like, man, I was clapping some cheeks, I was like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah,
Fuck yeah, dude, it's fun. It's
yeah,
fun.
you were. Tell me all about it.
Okay, well, thanks for listening. Clap cheekers, cheek clappers. Can't figure out which one to call you.
We accept all of you.
We accept all of you. Thank you for Tad for coming on the podcast. Hey, if you want to come watch us live, we have shows coming up. We've already said it a couple of times, but this Sunday, the 3rd of March, we have Sauteed Stand-Up, and then I'll be back at the Lincoln Lodge on Friday, the 15th of March. Also, a week after next, I'll be hosting at Zany's on the 12th and the 13th. That's a Tuesday and a Wednesday. 12th and the 13th of March, hosting at Zany's. Colin, where can the people see your gay ass? I did not mean to say that.
Whoa. Well, my
We're on video game mode, baby.
my gay little cheeks are going to be clapped this weekend. I'm gonna be come down to Comedy on State in Madison,
Yep.
dude. I'm hosting all weekend for Joe Mandy.
Yep.
I'm fucking excited. My little shit's bricked up.
Little
it's gonna be a
shit's
fun
bricked
weekend.
up.
Joe's an amazing comic. Comedy on State's one of the best clubs in the country. That's tight. Sauteed. That's Sunday. Zany's Monday the 4th. Zany's the 17th of March. I am headlining House of Blues one of those days. I can't find the little bubble where that is at. But I'll be there, and I'm gonna have more shows. Follow the Instagram. Follow Loose Toss. Follow my OnlyFans. There hasn't been a single fucking subscriber, and I'm showing everything I got. And for the love of God, Venmo Collin Unger.
All right. I think that's how we end it. With the shameless Venmo plug. By the way, last week, Sam Miller episode, you didn't fucking plug your Venmo.
Collin Unger, Collin Unger, Collin Unger. Fuck.
Thanks for listening, you guys. This has been Loose Tots.
Drip, drip.